Group policy changed the way we think about administering a network, but as it matured over the years, we started to see some challenging aspects of it. And so as it's matured, we started to see new ideas and new additions to it, and a central store is certainly one of those. So in this video entitled Creating a Central Store, I want to talk to you about the process of creating a central store, what it is, why we need it, and all those sorts of things. Now, what is a central store? It is nothing more than a centralized location in the domain. It's a standard named location for storing group policy administrative templates. So the next question is, okay, Mark, so what is a group policy administrative template? The best way to describe what it is to describe what it looks like. When you go into that group policy management tool and you start expanding things, and then you start to make settings and you see all the options that you can set things at, you're looking at a template. That template is really reaching into the registry, because when you set group policy settings, you're really changing things in the registry. So all this group policy and the tools that you see are really like a facade sitting on top of the registry that allows you to safely make changes there. Now, each GPO is based on an administrative template, and each new operating system introduces all kind of new administrative templates to control various new features. So why do we need a central store? Well, we want to make sure that all administrative templates are available and easily manageable. Now, in the past, the templates kind of got delivered with the new operating system. And it kind of got challenging to make sure that you had all the templates and they were all there and everybody could see them. And if you didn't install the operating system on certain machines, they didn't see the templates, and it just got really confusing. And so with a central store, we have one place to easily update and add new templates. A good example of this, if you're running Microsoft Office 2007 and 2010 comes out, well, there's a lot of new administrative templates, or there's one or two administrative templates that give you a lot more power in group policy objects to control things. Same thing for 2013, which is in, I guess, beta release or preview as I'm doing this video. You're going to get a lot more control with group policy there, but if you don't have those templates out there in the right place where you can see them in your tool, you can't take advantage of those features. And then there's one more thing to think about that brought us to this point of needing a central store, and that is disk space. Prior to the central store idea, if you went out and edited a group policy, the template that policy was based on, the entire template was uploaded to the sysvol, so you'd have them available in the future if you needed to edit the settings, and it uploaded these templates from your local computer, and they're all about 4 megabytes each. Well, what if you have 40 GPOs? And out there in the real world, 40 GPOs is not uncommon. So you're starting to consume quite a bit of disk space, and then that stuff has to be replicated around. So the central store removes the need to upload the template every time, because now all the templates are in one place, and the operating system knows where to go check for the template when it needs it. So instead of uploading 40 GPOs, you might only be uploading 4 megabytes instead of 4 megabytes times 40. I hope I made that clear. Now, how do I create a central store? It's very, very simple. You're going to create a folder named Policy Definition, and it has to be just like that. Policy Definition, one word spelled that way. And you're going to put it at this location on the C drive in the Windows folder, the sysvol folder, then the lowercase sysvol folder. Then you will put the name of the domain that you're creating the central store for, /policies, and this is your new central store. Now what you want to do is copy all your templates from, for example, in the Windows Server 2012, it'd be from C, Windows Policy Definition. Now notice there's a Policy Definition folder out there at C Windows that it's using by default, but by creating this one in the sysvol tree, this is where the operating system is automatically checking, Active Directory is automatically checking that location to see if you've created a central store. Now, I haven't mentioned the templates. They used to be ADM files. They're now ADMX. They're an XML-based way of expressing these settings, and it's a lot easier to work with. And all of the new templates that come out with operating systems and new versions of software are in this ADMX format. So they're a lot more interchangeable. So if you're on a Server 2008 box, a Server 2008 Release 2 or R2, or a Windows Server 2012 box, C Windows/policy definition is where your ADMX templates are. And any other templates that you get in the future, just go ahead, copy those templates into that same location, your central store, and then they're available. Now, Group Policy automatically checks for a policy definition folder at that sysvol location that we created. It does it every time, whether it's there or not. If it sees it, it uses it, and magic happens. Much, much easier to manage, especially new templates that come out. Just drop them in there, then you have access to them, no question about it. And it can really make a difference on disk space and replication. So that is what creating a central store is all about, and that's how to do it.